Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffery Patterson and the Theater of the Mind.
It all started in January 1943. The winds off of Lake Erie brought the temperature down to about 0 degrees. I was in Chemistry 2 class. The teacher had just finished roll call, and all I could think about was the Marines. How they were over there paying the Japs back for bombing Pearl Harbor just a couple of years ago. And I was trying to think of how I could get into the Marines and into the war when I heard the teacher say, "You're late." Well, we just started firing up those Bunsen burners for one of those stupid experiments, so I look up, see a beautiful girl came in. Her hair flowed around her face like a soft summer cloud. Her lips was as red as one of those stripes in the American flag. Suddenly I knew what our boys were fighting for over there in foreign lands. She strolled over and put her books on a desk next to mine, and I snapped to like this president had just draped the Medal of Honor around my neck. As I stood there basking in her beauty, I saw this little cloud of smoke pass past me, and looked down and noticed my sleeve was on fire from the Bunsen burner. The teacher was there in seconds, spraying me all over with a fire extinguisher, and all I could do was just stand there and grit my teeth and smile at her. Well, to make a long story short, we got together after that, and I joined the Marines after that. She promised to write me twice a week the night I shopped out. A few months over there in those foreign lands, it was really bad fighting. I'd escaped numerous wars, and now I'm trying to make it up the side of Mount Suribachi. I take a piece of white-hot shrapnel in my chest. As I'm laying there on the mountain looking up at the sky, I picture her face, say, well, yeah, her honor had been protected. I thought, well, I'll probably never see her again. All the guys running around me, gunshots going off, mortars going on. I pictured her in my mind, and my heart burst, and I slipped out of my body, and I was gone. A few years later, I was in another chemistry lab, Southern California. We were firing up our Bunsen burners for one of those silly experiments. All I could think about were the Marines over in that foreign land. I was trying to figure out how I could get into the Marines and into the war when I heard the teacher say, "You're late." I looked up just in time to see two guys from the football team walk in. As they sauntered across the floor, I heard a voice beside me say, "You better watch what you're doing. You're going to burn your sleeve again." I turned and looked at a beautiful girl. Her hair flowed around her face like a soft summer cloud. She had the eyes of a time traveler that were beckoning me. I said, "What happened to you?" She said that she'd become a nurse, and while she was off the shore of China, her ship sank and they all died. Well, needless to say, we got out together after that again. She promised to write me twice a week the whole time I was in the NOM. Then the time came our helicopter took some hot LZ coming in, and as we were going down, I thought, oh no, not again. Now I probably never will see her again. Well, when we hit the ground, my body bursted into flames, and I slid out of my body and went into the light. Well, I'm back here again now. I haven't found her, but I've been looking for her. Oh, we'll run into each other somehow. Maybe one of those old dance halls where they play the old tunes, and while we're dancing cheek to cheek, we'll remember the time that we first met and promise to love each other forever. Maybe at a new school. I don't know. We're running it somehow. Our stars are crossed. And you know what they say? A third time's a charm.